Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. Guys, we finally made it. Look at this. The Bitcoin price broke out finally out of this symmetrical triangle exactly like we predicted it. And the most important question is right now, is this just according to DaVinci J15 a fake out, or is it according to DaVinci J15 the beginning of a massive, significant run towards the upside to much higher price levels? Well, we are going to talk about all of that with DaVinci J15. We are going to mention our trades, our price targets, and what we are expecting in the immediate short term for Bitcoin. And also one very important thing here towards the end, I want to show you this chart, the orange line being the Bitcoin price, the green line being the US dollar tether supply. And look at it, just right now we are reaching new all-time highs. The US dollar tether printing press is right now starting to print new all-time highs for the circulating supply. What does it mean for the Bitcoin price? Are we going to go significantly higher? And as you know, if you are a member of the MMCrypto family, I mentioned it already yesterday, today is my birthday, so thank you so much for clicking this video. Thank you so much for watching it until the very end. And thank you so much. If you want to do me one small favor, all I'm asking for is press this little button here, make it blue, press the like button to at least 5,000 likes. I would really appreciate it. If you want to do it at any day, today is the day. Thank you so much for that. Press the subscription button, press the bell, and press on all. And later in the video, I will obviously also show you how to claim your own personal $390 completely for free for 2 minutes of your time. It is completely for free for everyone who is watching this video right now. With that being said, I want to come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
In the 5 man. How you doing on your birthday celebration day with me doing TA on Bitcoin?
It's what I love to do. It's the reason why I'm waking up every single morning so early. It is my favorite thing to do, so I couldn't imagine anything else to do anything else which would make me more happy than doing these TA videos and making tens of thousands of people happy. So thank you so much for asking. I'm doing well as well. So happy to have the lovely MMCrypto family back here again. I received so many lovely messages because the people were making amazing gains on this long trade, on this breakout trade, and so on. But I got also just as many messages of people asking for your opinion, DaVinci. Do you think this is a fake out? Do you think this is sustainable? And what exact price targets are you looking out for Bitcoin right now in the immediate short term?
Well, it's always a happy time if you have Bitcoins. I wonder how many people in our audience has Bitcoins. Please, there's going to be a comment in the section, I have Bitcoins. If you like that, if you have Bitcoins, hit the like button on that. So we'll want to see how many people have Bitcoins in that's watching the show.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring up the charts and talk about what I see that's going on here. Okay, well, as you can see on the weekly, I'm going to start with the weekly. There is a W. Well, maybe you can't see it because, you know, a lot of people have said, DaVinci, I don't know how you see these W's, right? It's really hard to see these W's, right? And that was a mess there, but let me just do that again without the magnet. And there you go. The W is right here. And I thought I got rid of the magnet, but that's all right. There's a W that looks like a little bit of a W, but you can clearly see it if you switch to a line chart. Can you see the W there? Right, this is a little bit, the line chart is a little weak, but there you go. You can see it in blue there, the W. So what does that have to do in order to really confirm that W? Is break, of course, above this little wick there, which is 11,200 maybe, right? 11,078, but 200 would be nice, right? And this just has to close the week above that. And we can call it, all right, we're off to the races on that W. Wow, incredible. Yeah. So that makes an interesting thing if Bitcoin can do this, right? So there's lots of, let's start with the daily, and then we'll get down to the 4 hour, of course. A lot of things that happen, right? We've obviously broken out of this symmetrical triangle here, or pennant, if you want to call it, with a lot of W's. There's a W here, as you can see, and let's zoom in a little bit so we can take a look at about that W. And you see the W. It was a beautiful breakout trade. There was no pullback after we broke out. to the 700 level, which I saw. I was talking about that down here. Oh yeah, you know what? This thing might just only make it up to 10,700, but it kept going. And yeah, we could see that we've broken out, and we're headed to the first target, which was 11,000. A rejection here, of course, is not disastrous, right? At all. It's not disastrous at all. It could always just check this downward trend line before it comes back up and tries again. But yeah, or we could stay in this range, of course, until November, which is also a possibility, right? November 14th. So obviously we break out before November 14th. Yep. Should we stay within the range below that. Now, with that said, I really think we still have to be cautious of the 9,600 level because of the what's it called, the CME gap. There's always an FU move around the corner for Bitcoin, always. So please be careful, set your stops, and be ready for that kind of move. Yep. So if you join any kind of trade, make sure that you set your stops to at least break even if you jumped in on a breakout trade. Right, Chris?
Yes, this is always a very good thing to do. And guys, you know, I am pretty sure most of you guys are in a trade right now, or at least a lot of you guys. It is fine, and especially if you are having some gains, it is also fine. But please make sure that you follow Da Vinci's advice. If you are getting weak hands when the price is dumping down, well, you might as well put a stop loss at the break-even point. And as you remember, I have also my trade here over on Bybit. You can see it here on the upside. This was a trade I actually entered at 10,700. And what I did yesterday, I put in more quantity here. You can see here we have 0.35 million US dollars in that trade right now. And obviously I will have to set my stop loss at a specific point where I can make sure that I'm not going home without any profits here. So you can see this one is approximately right now 7,000 US dollars in profit. And obviously for transparency reasons, I want to show you my trade on Phoenix as well. It is right here. It is 37,000 US dollars in profit. This one I am going to hold for longer, but the higher leverage short-term trade on Bybit, I want to make sure that I have a stop loss, just as Da Vinci J15 mentioned as well, where I can make sure, well, I am going home with some profits, or at least with a break even here. So this is very important to mention. Thank you so much for saying that. And I have good news for everyone. If you missed out the last episodes, or if you didn't take advantage of our specific offer, in the pinned comment, in the first comment, you will find this link here. And if you click this link, you have to be an MMCrypto family member. You have to be subscribed. But after you are clicking this specific link and you are using our code here, you can get 390 US dollars for free. If you are an experienced trader, you can use this free bonus and you can trade completely for free. All you have to do is, number one, click the link in the pinned comment. Number two, put in your email address, your password, and after your initial deposit here, you get $390 completely for free. Oh, and guys, by the way, watch until the very end. In the very end of the video, I will show you a very, very nice outtake here with Da Vinci. And I can tell you, this was horrifying. Watch until the end. And now Da Vinci, obviously, we talked about the weekly candles, we talked about the daily candles, but the reason why so many people are contacting me and asking me for your specific opinion, they already know I am bullish since before the breakout already, but they want to know what is your prediction for the immediate short term. So could you elaborate a little bit on the 4-hourly candles about your price targets and what you are expecting for Bitcoin right now?
Okay, yeah, we're all moon boys here, right? Every one of us. But in the short term, right, anything can happen. And so right now, the only negative signs I see on the indicators here is this candle chart pattern here. This is like putting the fork in it and you're done kind of pattern. That's what I call it. Basically, it just means that somebody's here hitting the market every single time it tries to break out. This is a very key level. I had this on my chart for quite some time, this line, and you know that person, there's somebody there like selling. So the 4-hour chart went up to that point. He sold it. He went up again on a new 4-hour, and he sold it again. Now, if we close in the next 22 minutes. This particular candle, the 4-hour candle, it looks like we're not going to be closing it above that level. That would have been very bullish if we did that, but we're so far no good. They might go for a third try. If this guy's still there, yeah, that's going to be very bearish. And should we fail at that level, that would mean we're headed back down to, at the very least, to check this trend line.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at this point in time, but overall, you can see the indicators say, okay, well, we've got more room to run. We have this is not over bought here on the RSI or on the MACD. So, and the volume is pretty decent. It's not the best volume, but it's good enough to say, okay, well, this thing's got some more legs to run. So the person who's trying to short this, I could say good luck to him. Good luck to that. Good luck with that.
Yeah, if you are a Bitcoin bear, well, you want to be cautious right now. That's at least what I want to say. I already said it before the breakout, but especially now after the breakout, you want to be cautious if you are a Bitcoin bear. All we have to do, Da Vinci, I mean, if you are just, let me do it here right now. If you're zooming out and you look at the last symmetrical triangle, Bitcoin actually broke out towards the upside. This was the one we were forming here within June, July 2000, actually throughout the whole month of June 2020. Once we broke out here, Bitcoin had no looking back. I mean, we went up from 9,200. This is the reason why I opened my trade on Phoenix at 9,400. We went all the way up to 12,500 without any looking back to the bears. So obviously this is always a possibility, Da Vinci. So yeah, thanks for putting out this warning for people looking out to short Bitcoin, because this is obviously dangerous. Once Bitcoin starts its run towards the upside. So you are bullish for Bitcoin, obviously cautiously bullish. You are saying we have to go above this 11,170 US dollar level in the best case, even on the daily, to say, well, now we are going on this rocket ship. But obviously on the balance here of everything, you are more tilting towards the bullish side, obviously, and looking for higher price targets. The last question before we are going into this other very interesting news, this all-time high in the US dollar tether supply. I want to show it to everyone. I wanted to ask you, Da Vinci, what would be your price target? Let's say Bitcoin closes above. Let's say Bitcoin closes above this very important threshold. What price targets would you be looking out for?
All right, so the next price target is the 11,600. Close above this is very bullish to in the sense of not like thousands of dollars, of course, because we have to break the $12,000 level. Once we do the $12,000 level, then we can talk in the $1,000 level moves. But right now, it's just we're stuck in a range, and the range is between the $10,000 mark and the $12,000 mark. Yeah. Anything between that is anyone's game, right? So I would say we have to come up to this 11,600, 11,700 level. Maybe we might fail on that after a breakout, after we break this level here. And then if we hold this $11,100 level, we hold it. That's it. I get super bullish.
Yeah.
I say we're going to break the 12,000, and that's it. I think that's where I would probably come in with a trade should that play out exactly
Pound
like
the table.
Yeah, I'd be pounding the table at this point if we did exactly this.
Yes,
that would be awesome.
So obviously we have some targets to look out for. We shouldn't get exuberant here according to Da Vinci J15, and I agree with you. We have to go above this 11,100 level. I actually mentioned it also in yesterday's video. What I actually told you guys, if you remember it correctly, I think the one yesterday or the one before, is that I am going into this long trade. I showed it to you, the one on Bybit, and I am taking profits, not my first profits, not at the 11,100 level. I would be taking profits before the specific level here, and as you can see, so far we got the rejection here directly below the resistance area I was mentioning. So I get the point, Da Vinci. This is very important. We have to overcome this level, then 11,600, then you mentioned 12,000, and only once we are going above these levels, yeah, we can probably see some serious moves towards the upside, because so far obviously the pump is nice, but in Bitcoin relation, in the relation of what Bitcoin is usually doing, it is we ain't seen nothing yet. That's what I want to say. Exactly.
True.
So can we maybe go to the face mode? I wanted to show this crazy US dollar tether data you and me talked about before we started recording, and also wanted to know obviously what you are thinking about it, because what we are seeing in the central banking space is obviously the same as what we are seeing in the US dollar tether space, which is basically the fiat currency of the crypto space. And I want to show you something. What you can see here, guys, is the orange line is the Bitcoin price. Well, everyone is familiar with that. But the green line, this is the US dollar tether supply, and I've been talking about that multiple times on our channel. What we can see usually is whether it's either the Bitcoin price going up first and then the tether supply up, or the other way around. This is what we usually see. But what you can see, since the Corona dump basically, the US dollar tether supply was going up much more significantly than ever before. We were actually at 4.6 billion US dollar tether here at the Corona dump, and then we went stair-stepped up to new all-time highs every single day. And the most important thing is, look at this, just recently here, after August, we actually had this massive dump of Bitcoin here towards the end of August, beginning of September. And in this exact moment, the US dollar tether supply, and guys, please sit down before I'm mentioning these numbers, went up from 10 billion US dollars, 60% higher, to 16 billion US dollars. It took years before for the US dollar tether supply to go up that much as we went up here within 1 or 2 days. So now we are still stepping down gradually here and printing a new all-time high for the US dollar tether circulating supply every single day. And this is the moment where I want to come in, and because I expressed my opinion multiple times on the channel, I want to know, Da Vinci, what is your opinion on that? What is your opinion on the US dollar tether supply just going completely through the roof here?
Yeah, well, I really think that with tether supply going through the roof, either they're scamming us, which I'm starting to believe that that's not the case. More and more, that's not the case, because you're getting a lot of people with major amounts of money and major criminals getting involved in this, of course. And yeah, there's going to be people that you don't want to piss off at this point in time.
Exactly.
So
dangerous people.
Yeah, exactly. Dangerous people. So at this point in time, I have to say that, you know, they're not going to go bust anytime soon. It sounds like people are using this to move money around, large sums of money around fast. And you can do that only with Tether. I was complaining today on my show that, hey, I can't even buy a computer. Like I bought a CPU for a new computer system that I'm building, and the bank called me three times to confirm that I was making the purchase. And I'm like, really? I can't spend my own money? Really? I can't do that? Right? Can you imagine if I tried to buy $1 million worth of gold, what they would do to me, right?
They would stair-step on your door. They would come to your home.
Exactly. Exactly. They'd be knocking on my door. Well, we're going to have to wait 3 to 5 days for this to clear, and then probably they'll lose the money along the way. Yeah. No, I don't need that, right? I can't deal with that. So with Tether, you don't have to worry about that. And you know what? If you make a mistake with Tether, right, they can correct it. So there's a lot of advantages, right, with holding Tether at this point in time. I'm still nervous about holding it, right? And remember what Tether is. It's just connected to the dollar. It doesn't mean that it's going to go up in value beyond what a dollar is. So don't get it twisted. A lot of people get confused by that. And so that means that the 22% that they printed this year, right, this is how much they've added this year so far, that is like setting fire to 22% of your money.
So yes, I agree completely with you, and I wanted to mention something else, because we have to remind ourselves what are the qualitative takeaways behind this Tether printing. And let's imagine the US dollar treasury, the US dollar Tether treasury prints more US dollar Tether. What can they do with this? Well, they are selling it to people who are selling their US dollar for US dollar Tether. But these people, they are holding US dollar Tether, and the only thing they can do is, number one, sell it back to the treasury, or number two, they can buy altcoins or Bitcoin with it. So this is why I'm always saying, well, fundamentally, maybe it's for the long run, not really indicative for the Bitcoin price, but at least in the short term, it really puts some rocket fuel behind the price, because obviously more US dollar Tether is just more demand for Bitcoin or for altcoins. So I'm always a little bit bullish when this goes up, and as you can see historically for the price, it was always very beneficial for Bitcoin when the Tether supply went up. So obviously this is a very important takeaway as well. But yeah, Da Vinci, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge here once again today. Especially the TA on Bitcoin was extremely insightful for me. Let me know, everyone, if you found it as well. Also, smash up the like button. But towards the end of the video, I really wanted to ask you something, Da Vinci, because I saw you still have the Da Vinci J15 token, and I just went to your group. It is on fire, man. So many people texting, so many happy people in that group. Do you have maybe any updates to share about your group, Pandora's Wallet, the token, or anything else?
Yeah, I want to talk about my token, which is the DJ15 token. You can find that on Uniswap. The link will be in the description below. This token is to allow you to get into my Telegram group for token holders, right? So you don't have to buy a whole lot. And on top of that, if you sell your tokens, right, you could always sell it back to the Uniswap. You will be removed from the group. And so if you're not interested in the group anymore, you could always just leave by selling your tokens. And whatever the price, and with this token, right, in order to ensure that the group is very small and there's not a lot of people, I'm actually buying up with all the revenue that I get, not all, but the portion of the revenue that I get from YouTube, from links, and possibly merge in the future. I'm going to be buying up tokens so that only people who are diehard fans are going to be interested in buying. And if you happen to have tokens and you sell it back to us at a higher price, that's fine too. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what the tokens are for. So basically, to join the group. So if you're interested, you'll be able to watch the live show once you do join the group, and basically be a part of the question and answer period.
Yeah, exactly. And that's very valuable, because if you really want to ask a question to Da Vinci himself, you can try it on Telegram. Sometimes you get it answered or so, but he has not so much time. The best way is obviously always to be there in the live show. And another nice fact is, obviously, if it is time-sensitive content, if the TA is time-sensitive, well, you want to see it live, right? So obviously, this is a high value add. Da Vinci, thank you so much for telling us about it. The link will be down in the description down below. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching until the very end. You made my day. You are the best birthday present I could actually imagine. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button. Truly, like, I really mean it. I really love to do these videos. I could be at the sauna, I could be at the gym, I could be anywhere, but I want to do these videos. I'm not only doing it for you, I'm also doing it for myself, because it is the biggest joy to do it every single day. See the likes, see the comments, see the feedback. Da Vinci, I think I told you many times without the camera, it is a big, big pleasure for me. So thank you so much, guys. You are the reason why I'm doing this every single day. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thanks, Da Vinci, for your time. And before I'm wrapping it up for today, I wanted to ask you, do you have anything last to share before we are wrapping it up for today?
Happy birthday, and always play from a position of strength, and don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. As always, guys, as always, click the MMCrypto and the Da Vinci J15 subscription box right there, and also the Bybit tutorial, which is popping up right there. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.
Really?
Wait. I'm recording this right now. Wait, Carolina,
No.
I'm recording this. Can you repeat? What did you say? What number? How old I am?
No, I said that you're definitely not 40. That's
Wow, I'm definitely not 40. Thank you so much. You're so nice. You know what? You are not 80. You are not 80. No, for sure you're not 80.
Yeah, you're definitely not 80. Like,
What is happening?
establish that, you know?
No, you're not 80. For sure not. No. You're much younger than 80. I'm sure about
Well,
that.
you heard Da Vinci, he thought you were 25.
Yeah.
That is nice. Yes, Da Vinci is a nice person.
But you do not look 25.